Ethnocentrism is when one tends to judge other ethnic or cultural groups according to the dominant, or superior, culture in which they belong. This judgment places special concern on behavior, customs, language, and religion. Ethnocentrism comes from the Greek ethno, nation or people. Ethnocentric thinking causes us to make wrong assumptions about other people because ethnocentrism leads us to make premature judgments. By evaluating them by what we are best at, we miss the many other aspects of life that they often handle more competently than we do. For avoiding ethnocentrism, avoid assumptions. Do not assume that others will act the same way you do, use language and symbols the same way you do, or even operate from the same values and beliefs. For instance, in a comparison of the 10 most important values in 3 cultures, people from United States have no value in common with people from Japanese or Arab cultures. Avoid judgment. When people act differently, don't conclude that they are in error or that their way is invalid or inferior. Acknowledge distinctions. Don't ignore the difference between another person's culture and your own. As degree of ethnocentrism, and we are all ethnocentric to at least some degree, will influence communication interactions. Following a few suggestions might be considered to avoid negative effects in communication. Learn about the other culture. The more you know about other cultures, the more likely you are to see value in other ways of doing things and in other beliefs. And, at the same time, the less likely you'll be to think only of your own culture. Become mindful thinking whenever it concerns intercultural issues. Ask yourself if you're being ethnocentric. Better communication. Interact with members of other cultures while withholding evaluations. Talk with members of other cultures about their culture, simply as a way of understanding each other. Removal of key barriers that could have been set by the dominant group. Getting equal access to the natural resources and services provided, including healthcare facilities and health promotion, is very essential to build the country's profile and overall development. Facilitate effective skills acquisition by the minority groups. Albert Bandura, in his theory of cognitive development, concluded that the people must be presented with the correct environment that can facilitate their in-depth understanding of the community. At the younger ages, children should be subjected to effective and highly relevant education.